Good morning, campers. Happy Monday. And you know what it means? Masculine Monday. So we're going to do a reading for a beautiful collective of divine masculines on a journey. As I open a channel, and to be honest, I was sensing it since last night as I was thinking that tomorrow is Monday, that this reading is going to be special. I feel it's going to be one of those slow readings where we're really going to go deep. We're really going to talk about shadows, when we're really going to, it's this proper shadow work, a bit of a more like a one-to-one session that an actual collective reading. But let's see what pulls through, what comes through. It's also because I was guided, and I have Hermit at the bottom of the deck. I was guided to use this tarot deck to begin with, and I usually go slow with this deck. So let's see. I want to start from how is this collective feeling? How are you feeling on your journey energetically? I cannot look at them when they're like twisted to the other side. I don't know why some cards do that with time. Sorry. Maybe you are a bit of a neat freak. So let's give it a start. How is this collective of masculines feeling? And then we'll feel into what we want to do more. See into your situation guidance. We'll see. How is this collective feeling? Heavy on your chest. I can sense that already, which is the heart. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Six of Wands, you guys. This is nice. Maybe you recently had some success, some achievement. Maybe I'm hearing career, so it may be the case for this collective that maybe a new job, a new opportunity, a success in one of your endeavors. You would feel, I'm hearing as well, on a high horse. So you would feel like you are on a high horse. Let's see what else. I was sort of seeing a Three of Swords in my mind's eye, but one does not exclude the other. I feel this is more for your physical life, for your pentacles, for your abundance. We have Seven of Swords. And we have Ten of Cups. I want to do one more to sort of close your first row. Row your boat. Ten of Pentacles. You guys. Interesting energy, to be honest. Interesting energy. We have two beautiful tens, Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. I feel this is more something that is on your mind. So I feel this collective overall, we'll address that Seven of Swords in a moment. I feel like there is something that happened in your life that made you feel right now, as you're watching this video, in your energy now, a bit of on a high horse. So maybe recently, things in the physical, when it comes to your career, your pentacles, your money, your finances, have been going well for you. Maybe you've achieved, like I said, an opportunity and career growth, whatever that is. I feel with that Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles, it's a more of a reflection. So there is a sense of, unfortunately, this is how our masculines operate before you fully reach union and before you fully reach your awakening and your satori, that you allow yourself a deeper contemplation and a dreamer sort of a mindset when you are on a high horse, right? Which means that you are still dependent on what's going on externally. When we're truly in a union, when we truly reach our wholeness, whatever happens externally, obviously we're always allowed to be proud of ourselves, to celebrate our successes, but whether we currently successful or we're going through a downfall, when we truly reach wholeness, we understand that these are just experiences. There is no good and bad, good luck, bad luck, good deed, bad deed. There's neutrality of life. The things just are, right? It's how we accept them. But I feel that something happened to you for this collective, that you feel like it is it's a sort of a success, something that would make you feel proud, something that you make you feel like you're sitting on that high horse. But there's also this energy of contemplation on happiness, family, meaning of life, true fulfillment. So it's like, I've achieved the success. It makes me happy. It makes me proud of myself. But so what? Right? There are two themes that I'm feeling into, right? So one is, like I said, you've achieved the success, you're sitting on a high horse, but there's something within you that is saying, so what? It's great, pat on the back, but it's not really what matters in life. Where are the things that matter in life? Love, family, fulfillment, connection to the soul, wholeness, right? Values. There's something, the Seven of Swords in between these two energy is making me feel that you, this collective, maybe as you achieve the success, that maybe it's something that you were waiting for, maybe it's something that you were hoping for a very long time, maybe it's something that you thought that when you achieve that, it will give you this ultimate happiness and fulfillment, and now you're there, you've achieved that. You feel fulfilled, but in the same time, you've realized that it did not bring you. It's sort of a cheat sheet. It did not bring you what is truly lacking. It's not filling the gap because it's not the real it. Do you know what I mean? And with that, I feel that it's sort of a push you to contemplation on true happiness, true fulfillment, love, family, values, right? Partnership. But I'm also sensing with that Ten of Pentacles, it is also as well, highest most abundant timeline, family, but I'm sensing more of this generational wealth. So maybe you, this collective, you are sort of feeling into that you have a great potential, but you're understanding that it's something that you build throughout the years, that you cannot cheat the destiny, that you cannot go in and out through back door, that certain things take time, that certain things, I often explain this to you guys, that my beautiful masculines, especially on a journey of divine love, you stay in separation because you associate your value as a person with that physical success, with that physical value, with your pentacles, with your position, with your career, right? And you say to yourself, from the moment you start to realize that you are on a journey, who we are to you, you say to yourself, I will one day return, but it's not the day. Too much work, too much struggle, too much hustle, not enough money, not enough success. What can I offer to this woman, right? And there's a moment on your journey. Again, every journey is different for every masculine. It depends on your deepest, darkest shadows. But sometimes it happens that you achieve that success, right? Or a flavor of that success. And there's this feeling, so what? Now I have it. I thought it was all I wanted, but I still feel empty. It's not it. It never was it. I was never meant to, right? And our beautiful masculines, your powerful souls, your architects of the physical world, you on your journey, especially in alignment, you can be extremely successful. But what do I always say to you guys? True physical success, as we understand success in the matrix, will never come until you release it, until you understand that it's not the goal. It's not it. Success should be an effortless byproduct of a life of alignment, right? And I feel like you're going into the depths of those things. It's not just, you don't anymore want to have money and position, right? No. To make you feel better. You no longer feel, I feel like this collective here, what I'm hearing is that you're also realizing that all along you wanted these things because you really cared more about how other people see you. So maybe you wanted to prove something to someone that you can achieve it, that you can make money, that you can be successful, that you can have this position, that you can be this great provider to like the, and now you're realizing that all these things, it was part of a conditioning. It was part of what fearful ego wanted. It's not what the soul craves. The soul craves 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, foundation, family, fulfillment, goal, objective. Let's clarify. Let's go on. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands. What else is in your energy? But there is a sense of completion. So I feel like this collective, you would be closing a cycle with some of these realizations. I keep hearing, what's with this success if I can't share it with the one I love? True, all true. All true. Death. Rebirth. Transformation. You're shedding. You're releasing your understanding of success. You're releasing your understanding of a manhood, of what it really means. You're understanding that the pentacles, the money, the career, the position, it makes nothing. It means nothing. And I always say this to you guys, one of the biggest lessons on a journey of true divine masculine is to understand that when we say that our masculines should be protectors and providers, it doesn't mean that we want men who have millions of dollars on their bank accounts. We couldn't care less. Protector and provider is a resourceful man, is a man, and I always say this to you guys, is a man, even though you have zero, big fat zero on your bank account, you have the confidence to say, don't worry, baby, I got you, I got us, I'll figure this out. Because you're resourceful, with faith in yourself, in your capabilities, in the divine, in your destined path, you know that all will be well. Because as long as you have 2 hands and a human brain, your masculine brain, you will always be okay. The money on your bank account doesn't make you a man. It doesn't make you a provider. And it definitely does not make you a protector. Because when we talk about the protector, is the protector of the feminine heart, is a protector of integrity, is a protector of values, is a protector of the family. When we say provider, we don't just mean financial wealth, we mean provider of love, of security, of stability, of direction. In this physical world, you're going through a transformation when it comes to how you understand success, how you understand pentacles, how you understand manhood. I feel this is going to be long reading, so grab a snack. 7 of Swords. I'm sensing in this collective that you would... I'm sensing in this collective, I was looking at the 7 of Swords, you may have some experience, whether that's actually an actual event in the past, or it's more of a projection of your wounded mind and your wounded ego that never felt, it's the lack mentality, it's the worthiness trauma. But I feel this collective, you lived your life for a very long time feeling very small. Whether someone actually made you feel small, whether you went through some experiences with bullying, humiliation, other people making you feel inferior, or it was a one event that caused a lot of trauma within you that then made you perceive other things from a inferiority sort of a point of view. But I feel this collective, for a very long time you felt this small, and it made you feel that you need to prove God knows what to God knows who by creating this career, this abundance, this money. And you're now understanding It's this moment in life, 444 on a timer sign. It's when you're awakening to your true masculinity, when you're understanding that, oh my God, what I wanted all along, what I wanted so many years, now I have it and I couldn't care less. How could I not realize that this was not what I wanted? So many, it happens to so many people that they want something and they feel that this is the need of the soul, that this is the need of me, that I want it, it's my dream, it's my passion, without them realizing that it is just an attempt of the ego to fill the gap that was created by wounding. It's not an actual craving of a soul. I feel this collective, you are surprised how little you care truly in your soul about the success that you achieved. I feel, again, I'm strongly feeling that this collective, something happened, that you were waiting for this for a very long time and you thought it's going to be a moment of success, of celebration, and now you're understanding that it's not something that could ever bring a true joy of life. Because you've changed, you're transformed. The person that created these dreams, the person that wanted these things, no longer is, no longer exists. There's a transformation as well within how you understand celebration of life. It's not about successes, physical successes. It's about soul family. It's about alignment. It's about joy of life. Maybe someone even said to you, it's a detail that's coming to my mind. Maybe someone even said to you, that, oh my God, it is such a great success. What are you going to do? And congratulations. We have to celebrate, maybe your friends or some family members. And I'm literally seeing this situation like someone saying to you, let's celebrate. It's such a big thing. And you just feel sadness within you. I don't want to cry because I have makeup on, but... But I started feeling like, you guys know that I embody your emotion. It's like I started to literally want to tear up. It's like someone literally wanting to celebrate your success, and all you feel inside is a sadness. Is a sadness that maybe in the past you thought that would be filled with those things. The sadness of a soul cannot be filled with anything physical. What kind of logic is that? What made you feel that way? 8 of Swords. There's this energy of realignment, of veil lifting even. We're going to do my Divine Masculine cards, but it's like you're understanding that you were blinded. You were blinded to what success means. You were blinded to how happiness is achieved. You were blinded about what true manhood means. You were blinded about, more than anything, happiness and fulfillment. It's like this moment of realization that I was chasing the wrong thing all these years. I was chasing something that I thought I needed, and now the 8 of Swords is this energy of putting yourself in a prison that is a mental prison, that is not a real prison. You can leave at any moment. You can leave at any time. It's the prison of the ego. It's what I always say to you guys. Most people don't understand that we choose to suffer. We choose to chase things. We choose, right? Because we think that we must. Confirmation. Because we think that we must. That it's what we need to do. Maybe for a very long time you thought that this was a missing piece, that you needed this to be happy, that you needed this to feel like a man, that you needed this to ever find, and build a beautiful family. And now you have it, and it doesn't matter. Ten of Pentacles. Whoop. Queen of Wands. I feel this collective, you're understanding more and more that the image that you had in your mind of your ultimate dream of future, right? So how, if you would imagining yourself, right, what you really wanted to achieve, like in 10, 20, 30 years, whatever that is for you, career-wise, life-wise, lifestyle-wise, you are realizing that if you build this, not coming from a place of internal passion, ignition of a soul, true destiny, but you just build it on a conditioning and expectation of what people maybe expect from you and people want from you, it's worth nothing. It's not alignment. You're building nothing. You're building a house of cards. The foundation is not what it's supposed to be. And I'm sensing into, despite the fact that you are learning true masculinity, there's an activation of this feminine spark within. We all have masculine and feminine, right? And it's the inner feminine, it's the inner fire that is the ignition. And you guys know I always talk about the feminine flow, the masculine and feminine internally as well, right? So how things are happening internally, that it's ignition of your inner feminine, and then the masculine picks up. It has to start from the heart, and then the mind and the human ego, the brain sort of follows through. I feel you're realizing that you had it all wrong, that you were starting from the mind, from the conditioning, from external. Everything has to start from within and go outwards. The outward should just be the byproduct, right? And the consequence and the extension of what is going on within us internally. And it shouldn't be other way around, that the external world, the conditioning, the matrix, the family, the society generates our decisions and who we're going to be and how we're going to act. Do you know what I mean? I want to do another row just to clarify. Six of Wands, Death. There it is. I was saying it all along. Three of Swords. It almost feels the success that you wanted, the success that you craved. It almost feels, because of the transformation that you went through, because of the growth that you went through, it almost feels like the moment you got it, it was like a dagger through the heart. Because it was the moment of realization, I wanted it all along and now I have it, and it breaks my heart even further because there's something missing. There's something missing. You cannot celebrate it properly. I feel that there's this feeling of emptiness, this feeling of numbness. What am I supposed to celebrate? That now I have this career and whatever that is, it's success, money. I don't even have it's like you don't even have the willingness to celebrate, to spend it, to plan. It's like there's the spirit element is missing. The feminine element is missing. The fulfillment element is missing. It's you're realizing it's shallow. It's matrix generated. It doesn't mean that it's not valid. It doesn't mean, I'm not saying that, you haven't achieved this beautiful success. Whatever you've achieved, and you shouldn't pat yourself on the back. Whatever you did, you achieved that, and it's beautiful. It's just that whatever we do in this life, it shouldn't be deprived of spirit. It shouldn't be deprived of our passion. The Right Collective, you would know what I talk about. The Magician and the Two of Cups. The Magician and the Two of Cups. I'm hearing co-creation, but more than anything, it's coming to my mind. You know how I explained to you guys that we're closing a cycle of 9 years, and we're starting a year number one in numerology, but it's actually the 10th, the year of completion, the 10th. And the zero is significant because the zero is the wholeness of the source. One is beginning, one is creation, and it's the year. This year is starting a cycle of co-creation with the divine, co-creation with God. And I feel it's the Two of Cups. I'm strongly sensing that it's the mind and it's the heart. It's how we alchemize thing into our life. It's you're completely rearranging how you see things right now. You're understanding that you were chasing something, you were pushing for something that you thought that you needed to feel of value and to feel worthy of certain things that you wanted to pursue in your life. But now you're understanding that it's no. Your value will never come, the value of a soul will never come from anything physical. You have to alchemize that through pain, through trauma, through all the things that you process and that you work through that were buried within your soul to achieve that wholeness. I feel this collective, you're also learning that masculine. It may be that you are on the verge of inner union. We'll check your energy with the divine masculine cards. But I am also hearing truly that, we were talking here about celebration, and it's like you had it all wrong. What's to celebrate if you don't really celebrate with the person that you want to celebrate with most? What's the worth of the celebration if you feel like you were rushing into things to get them just to have an outcome that doesn't really matter? I feel there's something about you also learning that you cannot push things, and this is why we always say our value of self, our self-love, right, should be unconditional. Because when you understand that you are valuable, no matter where you are, no matter what you have, we will then have the relaxation of the ego to pursue the goals of the soul. When we are missing something, when we are missing that we're not whole because we're don't have this money, don't have this career, or we don't have this partner, and we're coming from a place of numbing the pain, we're going to make mistakes. We're going to seek for things as per the understanding of the ego, right? This is why we have to feel into, even if I'm here, I have nothing on my bank account. I just, let's say you were just fired from your job. I don't have a stable, but I understand my worth, because my worth comes from who I am as a person, how I look at things, how I speak to people, how I respect people, how I love, how my heart, that's my value, and it's unconditional. And when you understand that, you're not going to rush into things. It feels right now, I don't understand it fully, but this is what I'm feeling into, and this is the download that I'm getting for this collective, that there's something that you feel like you were rushing into the success to achieve it, to then be able, and now you're understanding that true success, true generational wealth, true security for the family, right? This highest, most abundant, it's something that you build whole life. Urgency has to be released. Strength. We have strength, and we have the Empress. I'm hearing the song, I miss the green in your eyes. Oh, but instead I only wish you the best. Do you know that song? I love the version by Joseph Vincent. It's beautiful. He does covers, but I love this cover of the song. It's What's Ringing in